Hi from Poland. I'm Karol and I will tell you briefly about my photo book. We just published it at the end of last year by the Pixels Foundation from Poznań. This book is a reflection on the situation of Powickie Lake and the neighboring largest Polish military airport, at which a large American military base is being expanded. The Powickie Lake is the largest lake in Wielkopolska region and the cleanest lake in Poland. The title of the publication is 016986295223011750. I know, such a string of numbers is a poor idea for a memorable title, but I will explain in a moment where the title came from and why I decided on it. I started my project in 2021. Soon after, while doing some research for the project, I found on one of the local internet portals a headline. A nuclear bomb was supposed to fall on Powidz. The article talked about the Pentagon's declassified document, Strategic Air Command Nuclear Weapons Requirement Study for 1959. It contained a list of some over 2,000 targets in Eastern Bloc countries and China, which American strategic aircraft could bomb using nuclear bombs in the event of the beginning of World War III. The Powidz military airport was also on this list. The number of this target was 016986295223011750. Why was the Powidz military airport on the list of strategic targets? There was the times of the Cold War. Poland was not a free country at the time. We are dependent on the Soviet Union. Just a few kilometers from Powickie Lake in 1953, the Soviets began building a military airbase, and to this day it is Poland's largest military airport. History can be a perverse thing. Today Powidz is home to the 33rd Powidz Air Transport Base, but it's also one of the largest US bases in Europe. At least 1,000 US troops are also stationed in Powidz. In 2023, a new logistic and equipment complex was opened on the land to the base for long-term storage and repair of US Army equipment. More military facilities are under construction. The expansion is cutting down forest and affecting the landscape of the region. Services outlets are being built near the base with American soldiers in mind. Such investments have made Powidz a leading European NATO base. Today, the site is for sure still on the list of strategic targets, but of different powers than the United States, including for sure one that built it itself in 1953. The discovery of this document and the story of potential nuclear annihilation set the direction in which my creative process went first and later formed the narrative of the book. The target number has become this hard to remember title because, in my opinion, the soulless string of digits captures the mood of the book and the subject it deals with in an accurate way. You may ask where I got my interest in this topic. I have been familiar with Powickie Lake since I was a young boy. I spent the first holiday there in my life and then almost every other holiday. So I know this place very well and am emotionally connected to it. For me, it is the place where I have the closest contact with nature and it is a kind of safe haven for me, a synonym for relaxation and free time. Unfortunately, the lake, like the whole of Wielkopolska region, is struggle with the problem of hydrological drought. In addition, its future is danger from the activities of nearby open coast mine. So the lake's ecological situation does not look good at the moment. Unfortunately, environmental issues are not given the same priority as defense issues. It is also worth noting that the context of the place and its situation and my work at the same time change over the process of the project. When I started in 2021, Poland and the whole of this part of Europe seem a place free from the threat of conventional war. Russian invasion of neighboring Ukraine in 2022 changed this thinking. We began to think seriously about the scenario of war breaking out. In addition, what Donald Trump's administration is now doing, separating from Europe, brings new questions about the meaning and future of this US military base. I think the situation of this place is in a way a metaphor for the current situation Europe is in. Okay, now short about photobook project. The graphic design of the publication was created by me and Krzysiek Gowłowski from Zinteka. All photographs you will find in the book are documentary photographs taken in the closest vicinity of Poliwickie Lake. Among the dominant black and white photographs in the narrative, mostly created with flashlight, you will also find color Polaroids. While the former brings to mind raw technical documentation, the Polaroids are intended as a kind of counterbalance. It is a private archive made in the aesthetic of holiday pictures, but we also find an anxiety in these images. The inside of the cover is a satellite picture I manipulate from Google Maps. Overlapping here are natural spaces and military infrastructure. On the cover, you will find a barometric map of Poliwickie Lake. This is the lake. The material and format of the book are referred to top secret files. You can buy the book on the website of the Pix House Publishing House. There is also a special edition. It's also available, 10 copies with a special cover and a signed archival print. If you would like one, buy one, just write to me. Finally, I would like to invite you to the upcoming project presentation. In June, the project will be on exhibition at the Belfast Fotofestiwal, where it is a part of the Polish block of exhibitions and events under the title Metamorphosa. Also in June, in Poland, during the Fotofestiwal in Łódź, the project will be shown in the form of a slideshow as a part of the Futures Talents program, to which I was invited this year. The book is also shortlisted for this year's photographic publication of the year competition, organized by Fotofestiwal Łódź, and there will be also a short meeting about the book in Łódź. That's it. I invite you to visit the exhibition I recommend, and I recommended my book. Thank you.